Alright, I'd like to walk you through assignment number 12, which is the parent note, but also a discipline plan and a community resource. I want you to begin thinking about your parent note and how you're going to introduce yourself to the parents. You want to obviously let them know that you respect the position that you're in, you respect the school that you are working for, and you respect the children in your classroom. You're going to want to let them know how long you've been teaching, and for this assignment obviously you can make this up, you can be hypothetical, or you can just talk about the experience that you do have. You can talk about the education and training that you have so far, or the education and training that you would like to have in the future. Be very excited and spirited, and you can obviously do this by creating a paper, creating a format that communicates creativity and interest in what you're doing. And as a result, parents will get the picture that you are excited about teaching their children. Feel free to find an inspiring quote that might resonate with the parents and help set the tone for the school year. Let them know what you're going to be doing and what you can ask. And this is an opportunity, a very important opportunity, to ask your parents for a little bit of support to make sure that they're on the same page as you, whether that's coming in to volunteer or whether that's just making sure that parents know what the routines and procedures are associated with homework or take-home packets or discipline plans, etc. Make sure that you give them some way of contacting you. You could run a blog, you could run a Facebook page for your class, or you could just do traditional email and telephone number. A couple of other things I'd like you to look at is or attach are the discipline plan, in which you'll have 3 to 5 rules, 3 to 5 consequences, and 3 to 5 rewards. Also, I'd like you to include a field trip that you'd like to go on with your students, in which you're finding a place in the community or here on the island of Oahu or your own island where you'd like to take the children. Or conversely, if you'd like to have a visitor come to the class. And I'd just like you to write that up and share that with the parents in this particular letter, because you will have to do that for each of those situations in the classroom. Some things you could also add: you're thinking about getting to know you, or ways that you would do student diagnostics or student inventories, thinking about how you get to know your parents and your students. You might include school information, other rubrics or standards that you might be working on in that particular quarter. Let's take a quick look at a couple of examples. Okay, that's just another quick look at the assignment. Just going to resize this page here quickly. Alright, and here's an example. This student talks about her being born and raised in the Philippines and moving to Hawaii, and some of the influences of this individual, just so the parents get an idea of who you are. You know, she's picked a school here that she would like to work at that's in her community. She's added the contact information, etc., that might be important for the parents to know. She has some class rules that she's communicating with her parents, some consequences that will be taking place if those rules aren't followed, and then some rewards that will be given out to the students if they follow the rules. Here's another quick example, and this student used a template from Education World and just added some pictures. Okay, again, welcoming the students, here's the rules, contact information, and some of the consequences. Alright, all that needs to be added in these cases are the community knowledge source. We'll take a quick look at that. Here's an example from a student who is talking about going on a field trip or doing an activity with gardening, and just some of the information you might want to give to the parents. Thank you very much, and let me know if you have any questions.